Penguin Random House Audio presents Save You by Mona Kasten. Translated by Rachel Ward. Read for you by Alexandra Boulton, Marisa Calin, Ella Lynch, and Will Watt. For Kim. Playlist. Delicate by Damien Rice. You and Me by Niall Horan. Lonely, featuring Lil Wayne by Demi Lovato. Dress by Taylor Swift. You Are by Got7. Never Be the Same by Camila Cabello. Sticky Leaves by Lin Ying. Lights On by Shawn Mendes. If I Be Wrong by Wolf Larson. No Promises featuring Demi Lovato. Acoustic by Cheat Codes.
Chapter 1. Lydia. James is drunk, or coked up, or both. It's been 3 days since anyone could really talk to him. He's just been on one long bender in our sitting room, draining bottle after bottle, and acting like nothing's happened. I don't understand how he can be like this. Apparently, he's not even interested in the fact that our family is now in ruins. I think it's his way of grieving. I give Cyril a sideways glance. He's the only other person who knows what's happened. I told him at his party, the night that James got off his face and snogged Elaine in front of Ruby's very eyes. Somebody had to help me get James home without either Percy or Dad spotting the state he was in. Our families are close friends, so Cy and I have known each other since we were kids. And even though Dad made me promise not to tell anyone about Mum before the official press release goes out, I know I can trust him, and that he'll keep the secret. Even from Ren, Keshav, and Alistair. I couldn't have got through the last few days without his help. He convinced Dad to leave James alone for a bit, and told the lads not to ask questions for the time being. They're sticking to that, although I get the impression that with every passing day, they're finding it harder and harder to watch James destroying himself. While my brother is doing his very best to shut off his brain, all I can do is wonder how I'm meant to cope. My mum is dead. Graham's mum died 7 years ago. The baby growing inside me isn't going to have a granny. Seriously, that's the thought running through my head on a perpetual ticker. Instead of grieving, I'm wrestling with the fact that my child will never know the embrace of a loving grandmother. What the hell is wrong with me? But I can't help it. The thoughts in my head have taken on a life of their own. They escalate until I'm wallowing in catastrophic scenarios, and I'm so scared of the future that I can't think about anything else. It's like I've been in a state of shock for 3 days. I guess something inside me, and James, broke horribly when Dad told us what had happened. I don't know how to help him, I whisper, watching James tip back his head and drain yet another glass. It hurts to see him suffering. He can't keep on like this forever. Sooner or later, he's going to have to face reality. And in my view, there's only one person in the world who can help him with that. I pull out my phone for the squillionth time and call Ruby's number, but she doesn't pick up. I wish I could be angry with her, but I can't. If I'd caught Graham with someone else, I wouldn't want anything to do with him, or anyone associated with him ever again either. Are you calling her again? Cy asks, glancing skeptically at my phone. I nod, and he frowns disapprovingly. I'm not surprised by his reaction. He thinks Ruby's only interested in James for his money. I know that's not true, but once Cyril's made up his mind about a person, it's very hard to convince him to change it. And I might find it frustrating, but I can't resent him for it. It's his way of taking care of his friends. He won't listen to any of us. I think she might be able to get through to him before he has a total breakdown. My voice sounds weird in my own ears, so cold and flat. But inwardly, I'm the total opposite. The pain makes it almost impossible even to stand up straight. It's like I've been tied up and spent days trying to undo the knots. Like my thoughts are whirling on a never-ending carousel that I can't jump down from. Everything seems pointless, and the harder I struggle against the helplessness rising up within me, the more completely it grips me. I've lost one of the most important people in my life. I don't know how I can get through this alone. I need my twin brother. But all James will do is get shit-faced and smash everything that gets in his way. I haven't seen my dad since Wednesday. He's away, meeting with lawyers and accountants, settling the future of the Beaufort companies. He doesn't even have a second to spare on Mum's funeral. He's hired a woman called Julia to organize it, and she's been strolling in and out of our house for days, like she's part of the family now. The thought of Mum's funeral makes my throat clench. I can't breathe. My eyes start to sting. Hastily, I turn away, but Cyril notices. "Lydia," he whispers, gently reaching for my hand. I pull away from him and leave the room without a word. I don't want the boys to see me cry. Sooner or later, they're going to start asking questions, whatever Cyril says. We can't stall them forever. They're not idiots. Even for James, this is out of character. Okay, so he gets a bit out of hand sometimes, but he normally knows his limits. And the boys have clocked that right now, he doesn't. Keshiv has started hiding bottles of the hard stuff from the bar, and Alistair accidentally flushed James's last few grams of cocaine down the loo. And that tells you everything you need to know. I can't wait to put an end to all this secrecy. It won't be long now. The press release is going out at 3 on the dot, and then all the boys will know. And it won't be just them either. The whole world will learn that Mum died. I can already see the headlines, and the reporters doorstepping us and hanging around outside the school. I feel sick, and stumble down the hall toward the library. The lamps are on, casting faint light on the rows of shelves full of antique leather-bound books. I lean on the bookcases as I cross the room, my knees shaking. Right at the back, by the window, there's an armchair upholstered in dark red velvet. It's been my favorite spot in this house ever since I was little. This is where I came to hide away when I wanted some peace, from the boys, from Dad, from the expectations that go with the name Beaufort. At the sight of this little reading nook, my tears flow all the faster. I curl up in the chair, wrapping my arms around my legs. Then I bury my face in my knees and cry quietly. Everything around me feels so surreal, like this is a bad dream that I could wake up from if I just tried hard enough. I wish myself back to the summer, 18 months ago, when Mum was still alive, and Graham could give me a hug when I was having a bad day. I wipe my eyes with one hand and pull my phone from my jeans pocket with the other. As I unlock the screen, I notice streaks of mascara all over the backs of my hands. I open my contacts. I haven't spoken to Graham for months, but he's still saved in my favorites, along with James's number. He doesn't even know about our baby, let alone that my mum died. I've honored his wish and haven't called him. It's been the hardest thing I've ever done in my whole life. We were in touch pretty much every day for more than 2 years, and then it suddenly stopped. Practically overnight. It felt like going cold turkey. And now, I'm having a relapse. I can't help it. I call his number and hold my breath as I listen to it ring. The ringing stops after a moment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?